We should be live, and we are live. Give me a second here, because OBS shit the bed again on me, which is not good. All right. There we go. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. Welcome to another edition of the Jedi Academy. And OBS updated, and I have been the last hour trying to fix this crap. Because apparently my teleport's not working again. So showing gameplay has been really not working. So I was going to do some GAC today, but good Lord in heaven, I don't know if I can. Because if I go over here to the guy, you see here, the teleport, it's blank. I can't seem to get it to want to work. I don't know why it's not working, but it doesn't seem to want to work. So I stand before you, a broken and bitter man, once again. Welcome everybody on Twitch and YouTube. This is the Jedi Academy. This is live Q&A, where we hang out with you wonderful and amazing folks and do stuff in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. But that's not what we're doing today. Today is a straight Q&A day. On Jedi Academy, do one thing and one thing only, and that's answer your questions on Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And it's pretty simple. If you have a question for myself or anybody who joins the Zoom call, panelists of the gaming community that is Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, all you got to do is put your question into the chat, and make sure you put the word question for the actual question, comment, and or statement, and we will get that squared away. So that being said, I hope everyone's having a good day. I am not. Apparently, OBS just doesn't like me anymore, and don't know why it's not working. Really is. Ugh. I hate it. It's like update OBS. Sure, update OBS. What about teleport? And it's like, okay, now it's not working. So it's always something. I knew if I updated, something this could happen. So now I have to spend about a half a day figuring out what the hell's going on. That's fine. It's just the nature of the beast. What can you do? God almighty. Had a lot of fun yesterday with Scribbles. Congratulations to Carthuric and Scribe on beating the Meow Meow, Soka Meow. So yeah. Other thing is give your greetings, say hi to me, say hi to all the other skewers. Get your questions in, and you know, there we go. So yeah, it's pretty simple. I'll shut you guys out. We are live on Twitch and we are live on YouTube. So there you go. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. So there you go. And then outside of that, I'll see if I can get my GC working here. We'll go for a little bit while here on there, and then we'll do some GAC. I've got to see if I can get the gameplay to work, but not, I may just jump in Discord, and if you want to come join me, we'll do some GAC there. Apologies about that. Not much I can do on about that. It's just software. What can you do? On top of that, we are raising funds for the ACS. Well, before I get to that, so Monday we're going to have a charity stream with me and Finn. Hopefully my computer's working with the teleport. And then on Wednesday of next week, it's going to be the 400th episode of the RSG Wednesday night stream. Pretty awesome feat. So there you go. And then last but not least, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, do all the stuff. If you want to see me doing morning shoey, as I did many of them last night for Scribe for free, because I'm an idiot, then all you have to do is just hit the donation button. Make sure you go clink clink. We're over 50% of our way to finishing up the costume. I've got the helmet and all the armor redone and stuff like that. I'm just trying to get the last bit of funds for the digital displays on the right and left arm guard, and then we will be done. But every $7 for that goes toward a shoey. So let's say hi to everybody, all the boys and girls. Oh, hey, GLD over in Twitch says, hi, Ranger. Question, how awesome are the Gungan tunes? They're getting there. I mean, the faction is going to be really powerful, but we know how they decimate separatists. They really dominate separatists. Outside of that, let's get the full team and we'll see how badass they're going to be. Seem like they're just a hard counter to separatists right now, but outside of that, I'm still waiting to see. I mean, the kits are really good, the team's really good, but we don't have the full kits, or we don't have the full team yet, so it's like, ooh, you know. I mean, I know Carr said that he's only got 2, and he's waiting to see, because with Boss Nass and he had Boss Nass and Carlton Tarple, but I mean he's only been using them for separatists. But we still need to get some more information. But so far it looks promising. I mean, of course we won't know what buys, and then I don't know of anybody yet who's had the full team that's relicked. Karth didn't have it, so I don't know how potent they are at with 3 and 3v3. So I don't know yet. I just don't have any. Mary J, what's going on? Yes, I don't know. I don't know everything there, Mary J. I never pretend to say that I do. What else? Any three says wakey wakey. Nathaniel Morgan joins us as Finn's late again. Finn's never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to, Nathaniel Morgan. Let's see. Is it Ranger or is it Memorex? Stupid OBS. As soon as we get done with this, I got to figure out what in the hell is going on with my teleport. Why isn't it not teleporting the damn game image again? So yeah. That means I'll be spending hours on the internet trying to piece this together and stuff. Hello, Rebel IRX over on Twitch. Back to YouTube. Jedi Rules or Legoland Master from San Diego says, hey, from San Diego. Hey there. Why so serious? Says hello there. Hello there. Ranger looking like McMole today. Why the hell do I look like McMole? Mary J, you're in a bad mood. Go eat something. Please don't say feet. That's the wrong kind of feet. Yeah, there's a different type of feet. That's the one that gets McVenom upset and stuff. Sorry, this brace, I still have to wear this for a couple more weeks, and it's just annoying. Jason Hobby says, word to the mothership, word indeed, my friend. All right. So yeah, if you have your questions, get those in. Jason, my opponent's attack, I can't show it because gameplay's not showing. So let me reboot everything and hopefully that helps. I don't know. Pretty diarrhea. Pretty diarrhea. He's only done 2 attacks, so I mean I'm not too worried about it. If we get JC in today, we get JC in today. Many a time I've had to do JC outside of the normal. Not showing it, just go do some GAC. What can I tell you? Glad to have you here, Jason Hobby. Glad to have everybody here. Hope everyone's having a good Saturday morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are out there in TV land. LBC. So much problems in the LBC. What's going on? LBC says, Morning Ranger, great time last night with Scribe. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun last night. A great matchup. Boss was helping. Meow meow. And me and Karth were doing our thing for Scribbles. And yeah. Says, question from Why So Serious? This Ray Datacron is brutal facing Ray, Ben, and Cal. How do you beat it? We've used JMK on it. What are the other teams that people have used on it? Top of my head, I'm having a brain fart moment here. I know we've used JMK. Let JTR take her first turn, then you just yeet her out and then just destroy her. You just destroy the team. What are the other teams? I know C Bane does it. C Bane and a tank. I know somebody used that. What's the other one? Sir Malicos, Cal versus Ray, Ben GTR, and it worked fine just for Datacron. So you Sir Malicos Cal, yeah, versus Ray. We do have Malicos, so we may Sir Malicos today, see how that plays. I'm okay with testing out if I can get the gameplay to work. That is. What is the other team? I think those are the main teams that people have been using. I don't know how JML with a large with a large protection cron is doing. Not against that. It's really hard because you have to get them all dead. I think having JMK's been my best team. I know the Seer team can do it. Cal keeps healing, no JTR. So it's Ray, Ben, and Cal. There's also Seer Malicos Star Killer, but it doesn't work well versus Ray, Ben, Cal, as I understand. Yeah. I don't. What would be? I'm still assuming JMK because you just get rid of you just get rid of Cal and you just do your normal stuff that you would do with JMK versus Ray, Ben. So Good morning, boss. Good morning, my friend. Good try with you and Meow Meow last night against Karth. Very good. I think JMK is going to be your best option no matter what version that team is there. I just don't screw around with Ray, not with that Kron. It's like, okay, whoever, take your turn. Okay, you're dead. Dumble dead, licking that, get out of here. Brett Swamp, what's going on, man? Over on YouTube says happy Saturday, Skewers. Fleek says, hey, Ranger, have you heard if Holdo is better in 3v3? Not that I haven't heard anything yet on that. It's only the second round of attack, so more information is needed before we say anything. Neo Venom, what's up? Says hello, Ranger Skewers. Ranger, you should check RC Discord. I did some rearranging. LOL. Well, I saw the stuff you put last night with the Legos. Is there anything else that I should be made aware of? Oh, very nice. Ah, yes, yes, yes. Yes, good. Good. The Lego collection. Good. Betty, what's going on, Says Ranger? Got today off from work. All right, Betty. Congratulations. You come join us and have some fun. Hey, that's pretty cool. What else? He says, Holdo will be better in 5v5 with their Datacron, and 3 it's just okay because the targets boots are health on. Yeah. I still think the Raycron's better than 3. Especially the level 9 on her and the level 6. If you get the level 6 ability, it's straight. Over there, yeah. Sorry. What else in 3? Seer, Star Killer, Malicos is 82% versus Ray, Ben, and Cal. Other than the Leia or Ray Mirror are the other options. Okay. I think JMK could take that out because you take out Cal, he's gone, and then you're just still dealing with the Ray, Ben, Kron, and I've done that before when they had JTR, Ben, and so. But if you want to go see Star Killer Malicos, that could be a good option. I do not have that team for offense, so I usually have JMK. I just don't screw. Like, no, it's Ray. I know how this goes. No. Good morning, says Ray Rock. Good morning, Ranger and Pickle Flashers. That's right, Flashers other pickles. That's right. Question over on Twitch from Rebel IRX's question. What are some non-GL counters for Traya and Darth? For Traya and Darth Revan? Like, that's the team Traya with Revan? Who the hell is putting that on defense? Or do you mean Traya team and a separate Darth Revan team? Oh, Betty Hall mod depression was this is horrible. Don't even ask. No separate teams? Okay. There's a few options. Hold on. Uno Momento, poor favor. What's the trade team composed of? Is it Trade Nihilus Malik? Okay, okay, over on Twitch, Rebel saying it's Trade Nihilus Malik, Darth Revan Basila Savage? You saw Balgo Star Killer bar. Ew. Sorry, that completely threw me off. Trade Nihilus Malik. Well, SRKR Solo and C Solo both take that team out. The Traya Malik Nihilus team. Qui-Gon with Cam and Jedi Anakin. Just a few, though. I'm not seeing a lot of good options here. Not enough information, really. That's so weird. I mean, it looks like GLs is the only option I'm seeing here. Good Lord, that is a strange combination. I just don't have enough information. Now, it says previously that Dr. Afra beats it, but I think that's with the Dr. Afracron, so I wouldn't recommend that team. You don't have C nor SLKR. It's saying Qui-Gon can beat it with the new Cam Karan, but it's not a lot seen, but it's 100%, so that's an option for offense. JML previously before the Karans that are out there with the protection says it's 75%. I bet that might be a little higher. Outside of that, good Lord. There's no Star Killer, so we don't have that. Inquisitors might be a good option, although that, oh boy. Yeah, what else? He's checking. I've just never seen that combination. Darth, Revan, Bastila, and Savage too. That is really fucking strange, man. It's not that I don't have good ideas here, Rebel RX, but that's just a very weird combination of threes. You know, Trey and Nihilus and Malik is just not something I've run into, or Darth Revan, Bastila, and Savage. Because usually you just keep the Sith Empire together because of the synergy, and same thing with the Sith, the Savage. I mean, there's a reason why that works. Yeah, what else on through get you squared away? I just can't find any information on it, and if what information there is probably outdated. That's really strange. Well, that's a good one. You got me stumped there, Rebel RX. Hopefully, what else on through can give you some more better data than I got, because that's freaking incredible. Depressed Swamp over on YouTube's question. I'm unlocking Ban on Monday, and I'm hyped. Can he solo GLs at Relic 8, or do I need to take him to Relic 9? No, he can do good work at Relic 8. Yeah, Trey Nihilus and Malik is weird. Yeah, not so much Savage, but the Trey Nihilus Malik one is really throwing me off. Yeah, just with the Kron and everything. I don't know. I just interesting. I just hadn't run into that or seen that ever. So that's got me stumped a little bit. I mean, I kind of get the concept of what that team is. So I don't know. I don't know what Bo or, you know, I mean, of course, Bo beats anything. So I'm sure it'd beat the shit out of that. Because you will be faster, get off. You just one shot. Hey, Teelaman92, what's going on, brother? Says I usually run that Revan team super good. Yeah, I'm sure it is. It's just, yes, your Bane at Relic 8 will be just fine to press. Be fine. Trust me, Bane at 8 and 9 is really good. I run him at 9, but I know people that run him at 8, and he's still the powerhouse. So yeah. Jedi Rose says, question, are you ready for the first Saturday of MLB? Yes, I am. Astros are off to 0-2, but that's okay. They start off so last year and still won the division. So I don't know what it is about my team. They just start slow and then they pick it up. There's the clicking noise I've come to expect, and that's Carthaginigus. Here he is.
Honestly, it's just you. I didn't have any of these problems last night.
I know everybody else in the stream hears it too. So, I mean, yeah.
It's just on your stream.
I don't know. Nobody else that comes in here does the clicking thing either. So I don't know.
I don't know either.
We just deal with it.
Enjoy the clicks.
Well, congrats on your win last night. You beat Meow Meow. Good,
Well,
hard.
Scrappy, you know.
Yes, you beat Meow Meow. The leaks. You think they're going to nerf Bane? Nah. So.
No. All they might do is put a clause in his kit that will they might give him the GL clause, but if they do, that's just a huge like FU to the player base. So
Yeah.
I don't see them touching it.
No, they may do something where you have to use them with C, but outside of that, then not really.
Yeah, I mean, I get it though, because Bane +1 beating Leia is a little ridiculous. I'm not saying it shouldn't happen. I'm just saying I understand the concern. You have a conquest unit, two manning a GL. All right, you can see where that power dynamic is a little over the top.
Boss Live Wire question: you think they are going to fix the bug with Leviathan anytime soon? I don't know why that's taking so long. So Jesus.
Which bug is that again? There's so many to keep track of.
Leviathan's not stunning and stuff on the reinforcements.
Which is weird because mine do.
Yes, it's just weird. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it does. I don't know what the dynamic is on that. I do know it's
Is
happening.
your 7-star boss?
No, I just yes, get out of here.
Just
I agree. Tila Mad says Bane is low key GL and Lord. Just leave him. Just leave him. That's right. Leave him.
well, and that's why they made him so powerful, right?
Yeah.
That was kind of what they were trying to emulate, but they they kind of
I
overtuned it,
him.
but they had to because there's no way C can stand a chance versus most GLs without just absolute unrelenting firepower behind him, and that's what Bane does.
Hmm. Let's see here. Evo's joining us over in Twitch. Says also hello from not San Diego. Happy sexy Saturday, I guess. And Skull is always Skull. Says my opponent dropped 2 versus Jabba, 1 versus Adarad, and 1 versus CLS. So long as I play efficient enough, I should be. No, very nice. And my opponent's only done 2 attacks. I would show it to you, but apparently the teleports with the new update with Twitch is not working. So I have to go figure that out, or I'd show you. Yeah, it only doesn't work on defense's team. It still stuns when you take Leviathan on off. Okay, that's what I heard. So I don't know. Yeah, I've heard many people saying that thing exists. So it's like, yes, indeed. But welcome everybody to the Jedi Academy. You got me and Carthaginic here.
It is on Revan's Unique, which isn't tied to star level. So
Yeah, I don't know. It's
I
bugs in
don't
this
know.
game. I'm shocked. I'm shocked to hell in the back that's a thing. But yeah, if you have a question you want to pose to me or Carth, go ahead and get that in. Make sure you put the word question for any actual question, comment, or statement. And there you go. Episode 326, huge for the program. Well, Evo, you should wait till next Wednesday when we have our big 400 episode of the Wednesday night stream. Yeah. Ranger, I did not eat meat for 40 days. Today I can eat meat again. Ooh, very nice. Boss says cat.
Yay.
And I took Bane without C versus Ray in one shot. At Bane is even more stupid powerful with his Datacron. Oh yeah, with his Datacron, yeah, he's silly.
Oh yeah. The Datacron helps carry very hard because the Sith Trooper stats ramp with Bane's.
Mm-hmm.
So Bane just takes all those stats every time he dies, and then it just keeps going higher and higher and higher. It's stupid nutty how
Yeah,
that cron works. So
I didn't have for
not
the.
surprised.
Yeah, I didn't have for this round of 3v3, but we'll have it for the next round of 3v3 because I rolled crons and we've got now the Holdo cron now done and the Bane cron done. I just need a little bit more cash and then I will have the Finn cron and then we will have all of the 9 that we said we were going to get. Oh my God. I can't believe I did actually 9 crons for this set at level 9.
Well, this one's all about. It's like they could go back and forth on sets, right?
Oh,
Where
I missed
one
that Jedi
set
rolls. I
is
did that.
all about depth, and then the next set's all about width.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like this one, you really, I mean, you can have some plug and play. There is some very interesting like interactions on the level 6 that you can kind of use to have a good time. Like there's a ton of Sith teams that can utilize it. But as it sits right now, most of those teams would rather have the Doubt Cron. So it's like there's not a huge need until the set dusts, until the old set dusts, and then we get the next one. So it's like, man, I want to have a couple kicking around, but the next set's going to be probably pretty nutty too. Gungans are going to probably be in the next one. So
All right, Jedi Rolls question. I got Cam to Relic 7. Should I get him at Relic 8? I like Cam at Relic 8. He's you can do fine with him at Relic 7, but at 8, I mean, he gets the stat boost with his damage and stuff.
Relic 8 is really solid because of his kit. His kit has just flat damage multipliers, like his decisive thrust or whatever it is. It deals 100% extra damage for every GR ally. So it has having him with a huge offensive base is very nice. So getting him up to R8 is solid.
Nev, what's going on? Oh, hello, Governor. Hello there, Governor. Says I'm farming Leia right now. I'm going to be pissed if she's a cock wobble on D. Well, I hate to tell you this, but she's more of an offensive GL. So Datacrons have made her very defensive, but yeah, she's a powerhouse on offense and okay on defense. I wouldn't say she's bad on defense, but she's, if they have the right counter, she's going to. It's just just the love of the land. Yeah. Boss says GG Stab is actually super strong on defense, except Meow and I found a 2-man team that beats it after we started testing after we lost. Yeah, you guys had some tough drops there. We were watching.
Is it oh God, why can't I think of it? I was gonna say Bane. Yeah, is it Bane?
Well, Bane just does that to everything.
Yeah, we use Starkiller versus that. It's
Yeah,
Stap is just bloody obnoxious. Like GG ramps so hard and fast. It's not even funny. Like because every time they gain a stack of overcharge, GG gets 20% max health. And it just GG's like basicing for 500,000 in like 10 turns with that cron. It's just like, oh God.
All right, get your questions in. Make sure you put the word question for the actual question statement, and then blah blah blah.
Yeah, we threw a tenacity cron at boss. We had like 60% tenacity on it. And we were able to stun Stap on the second turn. So Stap did his bonus turn, got us stacks of overcharge, but then Mara Jade was able to go and was able to stun him and then put the stagger out and reduce the turn meter back.
All right. We tried Starkiller as well, but they got target lock on Mara Jane and went out the win. I think you guys were getting target locked with your Starkiller last night, but you blew through Stap.
We got Mara Jade moved second is really what happened.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if they resisted the stun or resisted any of the target lock. I don't know what I'd have to watch the footage to know exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just over here playing Conquest because I've been lazy.
All right. Well, I'm looking up stuff here. Tenacity or potency, says Evo. Or
Stap, Starkiller versus Stap.
you want to land stuns. I don't know.
You either want to land that stun lock because you stunned before I believe you stunned before you land the tenacity down.
Yeah. I know. I've always gone very high potency with the Starkiller team. Lightning debuffs is kind of kind of importante in my estimation.
I mean, for the one character, yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, Mara Jade's got to land her stuns and debuffs, and then you got to get, Emperor Palpatine doing his thing, So now Starkiller, you could make a little bit more tenacious.
Yeah, see, boss, I tried that first round and got absolutely walked by it. They did nothing but attack the shield generator, and by the time I got Stap out, it was over. But in my defense, my Gungans are modded like absolute horse piss. Yeah. So they don't. I'm not moving mods around until the full team's released. I'm not gonna mess with it. So.
Cobra Cats, what's going on, buddy? This is question. Any day at a cron surprise you performing above or below expectations? Nothing's really surprised me so far, Karth. I mean, I can't think of a Datacron that I'm surprised about. I don't think anything's going below expectations. Still waiting to get information on the 2 Jedi ones. So far, I don't think anybody's had any problems with them, although maybe I had problems with yours last night. I don't know. I mean, so far, but we've only had one round, and people show on round 2. So I don't know if we have a good sense of like where stuff's underperforming or overperforming yet. Like you usually need the first week to really get a sense of like what stuff's doing.
Yeah, but they've also put in stuff that kind of like is counteracts the other, right? So it's like, oh yeah, you can't defeat everybody until they all fall below 100% health. But it's like, yeah, if you put Ray Holdo together, Ray will knock herself below 100%. Ben doesn't count in that mix. And Holdo isn't that hard to knock below 100%, especially if you don't have her like, Relic 9 or something. And so it's like, it's a lot of things were like, it looked terrifying on paper, but the
Same sets offensively are dealing with that those teams.
Yeah, I mean the Holdocron. I mean, people were saying they weren't going to use in 3s. I was like, I think the Raycron's going to be better in 3s because that Holocron in 5s is going to be a different animal altogether, right? Because
well, you got more things to stuff under it. You can have JTR under the team. You can have another tanky resistance character.
Yeah.
You could put Zori there.
Yeah.
And sack your Zori Finn team if you really, really wanted to. Because then basically the answer is if they don't bring some form of AoE damage, they can't kill anything. Which, I mean, the problem is that Seer Malicos is just going to walk all over it. Like, it doesn't matter what raid team you put together, Seer Malicos will walk all over this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, boss, that's exactly why I put that Kron on JMK.
Yeah, we saw that last night. We were like, you're just
doesn't
evil.
have. That's why that team doesn't have cat, because the straight up sheer amount of protection up makes it so hard to chew through. So it's like, oh.
We saw that last night, boss. You guys went in there and attacked it, and then we saw that you failed. I'm like, what the fuck, Kron is on there? And we looked at it like, you're a dick. Oh my god, that thing is.
It's held twice now. It held the first round too.
It's what
the same reason.
80% something health, and what was the other thing?
80% health and 65% health steal.
Yeah, it's something.
And then it has the level 6 that gives them. It gives them 100% more damage while they are at full health, and then 100% defense when they are below. So it's like they have such massive health pools, and then they just won't die. They just won't die.
Just grossy, absolutely grossy. Yeah, I don't blame you on that, boss, because I was like, well, they'll probably have a counter for GMK. No. Damn.
I mean, they eventually got it down, so there you go.
Yeah. Well, once they took the team apart,
Once they killed.
You got Snips out the first turn, and then
and they got GK out the first round.
Was that the GK the first? Oh, then you go for Snips, and then. But yeah, that I can understand your frustration on that one, because when we saw that Kron, we're like, that's just me. Cobra Cast question: assuming an equal starting point, which team should I gear next? Seer Malicos or Dart DTMG? I know which one I'm going to pick. I have to go Seer Malicos.
Honestly, I would go Seer Malicos.
Yeah, DTMG is only a thing right now because of his Kron. Outside of that, he's okay. I mean, he's good, but he's not Seer Malicos. He's
good, but he's easily beatable without the Kron versus Rogue One. So it's like, all right, what are we doing? Like, if Rogue One can beat it, like it's not going to be a good defensive team. Because then all you're going to do is be like, oh, well, now I'm just going to place down 4 teams that can be Rogue One, so you have to pick and choose. And I'm like, yeah, but most teams that can be beat by Rogue One can be beat by something else too. So, but yeah. And then the other thing too is people are taking Malgus off defense to go deal with it. But
I mean, there's a few counters toward it. I mean, we've used Sidious, we've used Bo Mandalores. They eat DTMG up in 5s and 3s. It doesn't matter. But even that's with the Datacron. So it's got some nastiness because of the Datacron. But after that, man, Car's 100% right. You see DTMG on defense, you're like, thank you, Rogue One. And you don't even need the best Datacron for that. And once you get the payout, they're in big trouble. What else? 23 question on YouTube. Is there something in Zori's kit that allows her to attack stealth characters? I used Night Sisters versus the Zori team and had Marin and her hidden ability, and Zori kept targeting her for attack. Not that I'm aware of.
It's kind of a bug they've got going on.
That shouldn't happen, right?
It shouldn't happen. So there are instances where characters, when they use an ability that deals damage. They can counterattack. They will attack stealth characters that weren't stealth at the start of their turn. Because that happens with Mara Jade quite a bit. The
Yeah.
other one is there are weird things with there are weird interactions with counterattacks right now because like we see it with Cal all the time. Cal, whenever he counterattacks, he targets the last character he attacked
Yeah.
on his turn and not the character that hit him. So it's kind of a weird like interaction. So I would have to know more, but I don't. It is some sort of bug.
But Marin isn't even attacking.
Oh yeah, no,
yeah, it's a bug.
She isn't attacking, but it's yeah, no, you're right. It's not supposed to happen.
No,
She
it's
shouldn't
not
be.
that. She should not be targetable. Because when she does that thing, she's like, it's like she disappears off this mortal coil realm, you know. So I that's a bug.
Shadow
Straight up a bug,
Stride.
homie. All right, keep your questions coming in. They are all appreciated. Hope you guys are having a good morning. Make sure you give your greetings. Say hi to me and Karth and all the skewers. We will shout you out. It's what we do here. Want to see me do any shoeys? You know the deal. Hit the donation button. Make sure you go clink clink in the chat to let me know that it's a shoey. It's going toward the charity stuff. And on Monday we'll do a charity stream. Me and Finn. We're gonna raise some more money for the ACS. And then Wednesday will be the big 400 episode. Yay! So that'll be on Wednesday.
Yeah, the only way I can think of it is that if during the Shadow Stride ability, they count the inflicting of plague as dealing damage, and then they're counterattacking off of that. But that's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah, but if that's
Otherwise,
if that's
I've got
like
no
on their
idea.
turn, they're attacking her outside of that, then yeah, it's straight up bug.
Yeah, because they can counter into her. I could
Possibly, maybe press the auto button. You know that because I don't think she has anything in her unique that allows her to ignore stealth.
Man. All right, so get your questions in. Can't believe my NDI teleports again. This thing, man. Depressed Swamps' question. Hey, Karth, I have a mod question. Do you have any idea to how to mod the 3 Gungans you currently have? Thanks. Well, they're pretty straightforward.
They're all speed based so far. Speed plus either crit chance or potency, depending on what their abilities are for. But until we know the totality of the team, it's hard to say if that's going to be worth it because like Bombardier has an ability that deals more damage for specific debuffs being applied. But currently, only 2 of those debuffs can be supplied by the Gungan faction. So we have 2 more that are coming in. So it's like
We just got the Bombardier and
you want Bombardier to move after that whether the debuffs are applied.
So Bombardier has to kind of take his turn accordingly, and so it's like, does he need to be that fast? Because we don't know the base speed of the character, so it's like there's too much unknown right now to even to say how they should be optimally modded. But for right now, I would just slap some speed sets on them and let them kick around until the Jar Jar gets into the game.
Yeah, I mean, I've just got mods on them right now, but I haven't done anything with the modding because it's like I haven't really even taken those 7 stars yet. So until I get the full team and get a full sense of like what I'm going to be doing with them, and me and Karth will tell you guys how we're going to do it once we get done because, you know, we're mad little scientists. we'll figure something out and then we'll tell you guys what it is. So, and then you can just look on our SWGOH page if we're not available and say, oh, that's how they mod it. And that's the easiest way. If you have any modding questions, easiest way is to ask, and if we're not available, you can always check us out on Twitter at how we've got stuff modded. And if you have questions about that modding, well, then you can reach out to us, and we will give you the best answer we possibly can. Because usually, once we locked in mods, they're locked in. We remod for certain things, but you know, like Leia for the raid.
Oh,
But
come
it's
on.
worth it. It's worth it.
That's moving 6 mods.
I know, but it's just a pain in the ass because every time I do it, then I have to go back in, and if it's just like, God, I hate remodding. It's not that it's not for just modding lay. It's just I hate like ugh. Even it's just such a. All right. Ooh, we're at 600 million in the raid. Ooh, Karth, we're climbing. We're climbing.
How many people still aren't here?
3, and we still have a few that even haven't done all their attacks. So it's looking pretty possible here, Karth. 3 people. Oh, okay.
Possible for what?
Well, we have 3 people
The
that haven't done any.
665 box?
Is it 665 or what's the box we have to hit? 665?
665 is the next tier.
In the realm of possibility. Canadian Fat with 200 biddies says Karth, long time no talk. How it's been? Canadian wants to know how you been there, Karth.
Canada Fat. Oh my goodness.
Canadian Fat.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute. We used to do some theory crafting shenanigans in DMs.
Mm-hmm.
They just haven't had any good scoundrel sets for a long time, so it kind of fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah,
it's been good, Canada. I've been meaning to reach out to you to chat with you, but I just keep forgetting about it.
Well, that
it's been good.
You're Canadian.
We're just doing Datacron shenanigans again.
Yeah,
because might as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's the first week of 3s is just pain. There's so much new shit, and you're just like, all right, what do we do here? So like I'm looking at my board. I mean, the guy put down 3GL, so I'm pretty sure I know what I'm using against these. But there's a lot of new stuff that's on the board. It's like, because Lord Vader, I can bow, and that's pretty straightforward. And then Ray, I can JMK, and then Jabba, I can use Bane on Leia and go JMK versus Jabba. I mean, there's a lot of good options here. So it's not. It just depends on the datacrons you have too. Keller and Beck. I wonder what the. I need. What's a good counter against Kelleran?
I mean, the answer just seems to be a GL right now. Everyone's just using a GL against it. There are some other options you can use, but I don't think about it hard enough at the moment. He just scales so quickly, and depending on who's with him, the damage gets really out of control really quickly. So it's like, do I want to fuss with that, or I just want to overkill it? And so a lot of people wind up on the road of overkilling. Doing Reva lead with Ray 9 and offensive 6 debuffs lately. Okay. I mean, yeah, because Ray can be a one hit wonder. Who's the third though? I wonder if that stands up against like any normal GL kind of things. Is it Reva GI?
He says including TW on their own Sid Cron recommended counters.
Yeah. Every time I've tried to use a Sid Cron in TW, I am massively over confident in what it can take out. Because I tried doing Reva once, but the second that she landed the healing immunity on me, it was over. Yeah, Keller and Beck, man, the damage is so nutty. DTMG, I feel like we talked about this last night a little bit, but it's like the Kron needs Health Steal to stand up versus DTMG, and it's still going to have an issue of how many times does Dark Trooper get to punch you in the face?
Yeah,
because if you can't get a counterattack in, you get like the half health, it's over. Death Trooper will just knock you out. He's dealing, the better part of like 200k damage on a basic. So
yeah, I've got 90% health still. Yeah, I've got 90% health still on that sucker, and it's like, I'm not. I knew when I put that one together, I'm like, Hellstead is going to be pretty important if you're going to be running solo because you don't have it on there. You're going to get harmed. Too many debuffs and stuff. I mean, I know he's
Yeah.
powerful, but I mean, yeah, because we took him in versus that Grievous team, and the cron that I had with the Hell still is why I was able to take that out because I just kept, AOEing, getting everything back, and then he just did what he was supposed to do. But you have to have the right stats on that cron. You just can't go in there with like health. You need health still. Health and health still
Yeah.
on that is going to be very
You need
important.
some form of health steal. The level 9 does give some, but it feels like you need like pushing 200% to make it work versus more teams. But yeah, I agree. So he doesn't really need to do damage. He's going to just dot him up, and then eventually he'll just ramp off his own leadership and kill things. So I'm not. Yeah, crit damage isn't the end of the world. I would probably lean into more health.
All right,
on his
Felix question: on YouTube, do you think they can do great nerf 2.0? Because I feel like Bane was another pin the coffin on defense. Seems like they don't care about that post from 22 on different characters. I don't think there's anything wrong with where Bane's at, actually. I mean, it's hard to say like where we're at with this is all due not so much the characters, although Bo and Bane are powerful characters, but they were legendary characters. It's not like that they, Starkiller kills Ray and stuff, and it is what it is. It's Datacrons that push this over the limit, right? And I do like the flexibility doing different things because on defense, we've seen it time and time again. Certain Datacrons are just straight ace. They make it so difficult to kill. You have to have the right team and all that stuff. And if you don't, it can be really bad. So having more flexibility on teams that can take stuff out is not a bad call. Because I remember, and you know this, Karth, back in the day, you had one counter, and if it didn't work, you were screwed. Like you had nothing to do, and the match was over.
I mean, the power level of Bane has nothing to do with the defensive viability of the board. It's the fact that we are at a point of saturation of teams available that counter the same teams, that it doesn't really matter what you place, because if somebody goes heavy offense, they're going to eviscerate your board no matter what you do. So the problem then becomes that we become heavily reliant on Datacrons to give us our defensive viability. And this, we had set 12 and 13 now to set 14 here. There's not a ton of defensive options. Set 14 does have more defensive stats and a couple of things that are annoying, but it's just not moving the needle enough. I mean, the reality is that we got spoiled for so long with having those Datacrons that had either ways to gain massive amounts of health and protection or just shitloads of defense. And so like when it becomes a DPS race, then it's just timing out. All you're doing is timing people out after 5 minutes. And that's how things were holding. It had nothing to do with the fact that the teams were better defensively than anything that had going on. It just came down to the Datacrons prop everything up so much. And now that we don't have that as much, it's way different on the offensive side of things. It's just way more powerful to just steamroll everything, because Bo-Katan's out there one-shotting 4 out of the 5 members on the Lord Vader team before they even get a move. And you've got Bane beating basically every team. And then you got all these other things happening. So there's just a lot of things going on that are culminating right now. But I mean, honestly, if you took the 5v5 board and added 4 more teams to that board, then you would see holds left, right, and center on most of the people not inside the top like 200 of Kuiper 1.
Yeah.
Because the depth is gone. You're back to putting Ewoks and Old Republic on defense because you need the offensive teams, or you're putting a harder defense down because they're going to tap out after they can't clear a certain amount of things. So it's just what it is. We have to either adjust the board, or we have to go back to more defensive heavy crons, which I don't know if that's the direction the majority of the
I know
players
that's not what
want.
I want. Oh my god, those were awful. I even said so to CG, like, don't ever do that. Don't do that.
Just don't ever bring dodge back.
Well,
Dodge can
dodge and that,
go.
what was that one, the 15% one on that level 3 that you made Jabba almost,
Well,
you
that
know,
yeah, that was only really
plus
nutty
the stats.
because it was it was paired with defense.
Yeah, and it was
Like,
crazy how just
yeah, that would have been fine had they not paired it with defense. Because it's just more health to chew through. But when you're literally trying to chew through a Java with an extra, 250k health and protection and 400% defense, it's like, all right, well, that'll take all day.
Canada was saying, I was saying that on Fatal Stream last night. The board is 13 right now in 3s and 9 and 5s with Bo and Bane. Everyone talks about Bo beating Lord Vader, ignoring she beats 90% of other things too. Yeah, Bo's nasty. With her Kron right now, she's really nasty.
We used Bo to beat Leia last night.
Yeah.
Like, just was like, well, we want to use C Bane versus that Rey and that Datacron, so let's get something else lined up for Leia.
Yeah,
it worked just fine. But I mean, that's just where the board's at. It either needs to increase, or Datacrons need to be back to being heavily defensively oriented, and which nobody really wants. So either take the fact that the rule of new is going to be what gets you holds and theory craft to get things out there that people haven't seen before that might cause problems, or just take everything to offense and steamroll your opponent and try to be more efficient. Like,
that's the play. Like, that's the meta we're in right now. That's what happens in games that have a constant life cycle, is that the meta shifts over the course of time. So right now we're in a heavily offensive dominated meta where everything is about crushing your opponents with just sheer offensive might.
All right. Question from Cobra Cast. Do you think CG
Your
would ever
screen went to death?
No, I was clicking on something to see if I can. I'm still trying to work on.
There it is. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just working on trying to get this teleport working. I don't know what's. Cobra Cast. Do you think CG would ever stop making EGLs? What number would they stop at? Well, I don't think they're ever going to stop making GLs, but they're only doing one a year now.
Yeah, they've slowed down massively. I mean, it took them 2 years. It took them 3 years to get 6 GLs out, and then we've been 2.5 years on the last two. So I mean, I don't think they're gonna do much more than one a year, which is fine.
Yeah.
Like, that's completely fine. They need to bring in stuff that does move the needle forward on meta, but I mean, Leia, once the Drogonkron went like right back to where they said that she would perform at. So
the resistance defense of Kron is pretty good at the moment. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Cobra Cast, my GAC fixed proposal: add an extra zone in front and back, one on offense. You get to veto one of the 3 zones in front and back. 8 extra teams, no extra time attacking, can't wimp out on a D zone. That's an idea. Nathaniel Morgan says, great nerf equals you can have the same power but now pay us for it. Well,
well, I mean, honestly, what they did then, looking back, logically makes sense. Characters that can ignore defense were too powerful.
Yeah,
it makes sense. Like, looking back, that's a hard thing to conceptualize kits around when legendary characters can just melt a GL. Like, I get where they were coming from. You want to have this really powerful thing at the top of the list of like, these are things you should be working towards. And then you've got far easier wrecks to get a hold of, easily rolling over the top of it. Like, I understand where they're coming from on that, and that's fine. Did it suck for the players that had invested into those counters? Oh yeah. Getting that whopped out of your feet sucked. I get it. But I mean, that's just part of where the game had to pivot to. Otherwise, we would just be dead in the water. You would have basically your GLs would be Well, once you get to your full ultimate charge, instantly defeat all their enemies. Like we'd be in the meta we were briefly for Fleet, where it's like we're just gonna keep destroying capital ships somehow.
Mm-hmm. Question from Depressed Wampa: Can Bo beat Lay without the Bo Cron?
I mean, it's gonna be
Gonna be
harder.
messy. It's gonna be messy.
Yeah, it's gonna be harder because you can't instantly one shot one of them.
No, and that makes it a little bit more difficult. I would say you're 50-50 on that. Just because of the way Leia operates. Because it's yeah. Not having that one-shot ability, depending on the cron they have, can make that fight a little bit more tricky. Car's not angry about anything. We're just talking about different stuff that for how they could expand GAC and TW for all that matter.
Angry? I'm not ever that angry. It's just one of the. It's just. It's the reconcile between the player base and the developers. There has to be some sort of middle ground there. If they want the game to keep moving forward, you have to course correct some things that are just going to get out of control. So
yeah.
It's like you can't win everything because then the game won't exist anymore. The players can't be right all the time, because if that were the case, this game would be dead, because it would just be everything is as good as I want it to be all the time, and then everyone dies in 2 seconds on the battlefield.
What else in 3 on YouTube? Is 2068 a good score for 3v3? I can't remember what the scoring is again. Yeah, it's pretty damn near perfect.
It's pretty good.
Pilkus on Twitch says thoughts on the next raid. They are setting up 6 marquees being the top 2 teams, Gungans and Armadillo.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. But I mean, the investment on it is equivalent to a GL, which is what they're targeting.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, and it's not 6 marquees, it's 7.
Yeah.
Because you can't forget about good old Stab, who I guarantee will be part of the raid.
Oh yeah.
But then you have Conquest unit and a Legendary unit. So it's comparable to the investment on unlocking a GL. So
yeah,
I mean,
they've just expanded the amount of characters, because before you just needed characters, but it was usually just the GL that was associated with it. So you had the 4 new marquees for the GL, for Leia and for Jabba. But this time now it's a Conquest and some marquees for her, and now you got the whole Gungan team with the Legendary. Yeah, they're really tying it all in together. So
but they're giving away the Gungans a lot.
Yeah, they are doing a better job
readily than they did with. They kind of did the same thing with Leia's Rex with the marquees for Leia too. They did a lot of events for that. But on top of all of that, you did have, I think were all four of Leia's marquees available in the raid: Kinesa, Captain Rex, Scout, or did she only have 3? Or am I missing more? Drogon, yeah, okay. So all 4 of her marquees were in the raid, but I don't think many of her other requirements were. So you spend a lot of time upgrading characters that didn't get to be used in it, versus the current one is you're going to take Jar Jar, the team to R5 for Jar Jar, and that's going to be tier 4 in the raid. So that's going to be the 1.2 million run. So it's like you're going to unlock it and then immediately be able to do it. But Temblo is right. TW needs fixing more, but I don't know how they fix TW without just causing absolute chaos.
Yeah. What else? Any 3 questions? Should they give all GLs a bit of a buff due to more new characters being able to take them down so easily, like Malicos, Bane, etc.? Not really. GLs are still pretty strong. I mean, I don't think they need a buff. A lot of people run GLs at Relic 7 and 8, and they wonder why they get smoked as they do. But we've run into it in my GCs, and I guess it depends on where you're at on the board. Are you mid-tier, upper mid-tier, all that kind of stuff, right? At our level, Kyber 1 and yours, what else, 3? I mean, you get a GL with the right datacron and it goes bad. It sucks. It sucks majorly, right? So, and we've had some datacrons and some GLs that are just straight poison. They're just, there's always one. In this one, it looks like it's resistance. with the holocron and fives, that's going to be a pain in the ass. That's going to be really just stupid.
Well, it will be for everyone who doesn't have seer.
Yeah,
because seer is gonna just roll it no matter what the heck happens.
yeah. But again, do you have the counter? And if you don't, then yeah. I mean,
yeah, it just means you got to hold things back. You can't put Seer on defense if your opponent has a Holdocron, or they're going to place Ray, because then you need to keep that for offense. So that it does dictate some of the meta, but at the same time, it's like it's not unstoppable. It just depends on what you have available. Because I mean, Slacker should still win versus that Ray team, anyways. It's just going to be the way Slacker always has been. It's going to be for like the minimal banners.
yeah.
Because you just need to AoE it down. That's all you got to do. So it's like if players are doing what they're kind of doing right now in 3, which is overcommitting resources to teams to try to get them to hold better, the rule of new is going to be what dictates their effectiveness, right? People haven't seen that before, so they're gonna either overkill it or they're gonna try to use the same counter and lose. And when that's the case, that does not tell you indicative. It's not indicative of how effective that squad is on defense. It's the rule of new, which is like they don't know what to use against it. There's not much data for it, so therefore we don't have a solution on deck for what that should do. So.
But I mean, GLs are in a really strong place. I mean, I get a lot of holds like last round. I mean, both my GLs Ray had 3 holds, so I mean, what do you want me to tell you? And I know the person had the right counter, it just didn't work, so it goes in ebb and flow with GLs. I mean, if you think about the 3 teams right now that, you have Seer Malicos that can take out Ray. You've got Star Killer that can, at certain points, do it. Not right now. It's just not viable. You've got Bo. She can just take on a lot of stuff, so that's really good. And you got Bane, so that can do it. But if they go really hard in the FU, then that works out to your favor because you've got counters that are not, maybe if you put GLs down. It just gives you more flexibility on your offense. So with those 4 teams that can take on a GL, right? And because remember back in the day, I was running bounty hunters against Lord Vader. Those days are over, because of the crons. There's just no way. Unless there's a specific scoundrel cron like we've had that one time where I was able to go in there and kick that ass with them. But, but the bounty hunter team is nowhere near the level of, say, Star Killer, Bane, Malicos, these types of teams, with Bo that can do this kind of stuff. So, it is what it is. They want the new shiny to be able to do some stuff, and they can do some stuff. Bane and Bo particularly are really nasty, and then that's not even adding, although he's not really his own team, having Jedi Cal on your JML team is a really hard counter to do because he is just nasty, especially with this current Datacron. I think yours hit something crazy last night. Stupid. Oh my God. When he has protection under JML and he's getting that buff, he is going to nuke the shit.
Oh yeah, we were using it versus Kelleran, and we hit Mace for like 150k true damage. Like it's a lot. It hurts a lot. And him being like having Rapace being able to hit under protection when attacking out of turn, it just nukes things. It's like you can like double tap cats. Like if you don't have a high health cat build, cat gets just annihilated so quickly.
Yeah. It's kind of fun to watch.
Yeah, at certain times, Third Sister against JMK, although that's still not. It can be good, but if it goes south, it goes so quick. So yeah. Gurika, welcome to the stream on YouTube. Says I'm about to do my first Leia tier 2 fight. Any last tips? If not, can you please pray to RNG? I can even do you one better. If you go to our YouTube page and under guides there, Gurika, you can go follow our Leia tier 2 guide. Everyone uses it, and it helps them tremendously before you go in there for the modding and fight and strategy. And just to be warned, man, it's still RNG.
Yeah, it's still not perfect.
It's still not perfect because Vader will target Han, and there's just nothing you can do.
Well, it was the point Zareth made in his video that just absolutely brought it, like, because like he had run the fight like 18 times with testing mods and everything else, and he had found something that was working like 18 times in a row. He goes to record the fight and immediately just like gets called out and they die. It's like, well, so it's not perfect, but then he runs it, 5 more times and it does just fine. So it's like it's like an 85-90% win rate. Like you might get lucky and hit all 3 or 4 wins you need to do right in a row, and you're great. You're golden. It's perfect. Or you might get screwed and you're gonna drop 1 or 2.
Yeah,
because that also happens.
And there's nothing you can do about it. But yeah, if you want to have the best possible, I'll just watch our guide and we go in depth.
Want to have the best possible odds, R9 everything. I mean,
well, I went 3 out of 4. We had that one run where it's just.
I'm gonna dip for like 5 minutes, Ranger.
That's fine. And we had that one run that was just straight ass, man. It's the way it is. It's the nature of the beast. But I wish you nothing but the best, Gerica, and hopefully our guide will help you defeat that event. So yeah. Nathaniel Morgan says 2 days until Bane. Hell yeah, brother, get in there and get Baney. He's sick, man. He's absolutely sick. I'm looking at my current board right now. Again, I can't show it because we're having problems with the teleport for OBS, which is really ass. I got to figure out why that is happening. But I mean, Bane just gives you a lot of options. I was like, who do I want to use Bane on? I'm probably gonna use Seer Malicos against Rey. I may just Bane. I'm gonna save for Leia in the back if she's there. So yeah. At least Leia Unlock isn't as bad as Escal Rey. Oh yeah, nothing as bad as the SLKR and Leia one, man. God damn. Neo Venom says, Ranger, you have an ally against the Illuminati. I have many allies against the Illuminati. He says, they screw you on mods and me on the GL Ray Ultimate tier. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with your stuff there, brother. I ran it for you the other day. They really are punching you in the dick on that one. It sucks. Gas event is still my worst event that I've ever done. That event was just straight trash, man. The others were all difficult. I mean, I had problems with Chewie back in the day and Thrawn. But nothing compares to Gas. Gas is the worst event I've ever done. Depressed Wampa, do you think this year GL ship is going to require a conquest ship like the Leviathan? I bet money on it. Because we're going to get another character after. It'll be interesting. We'll see after Amidala which route they go. Because we have 2 more rounds. Well, this round and 2 more with Amidala. And that'll put us around May. And if we are going to get a ship, you will see a ship in Conquest as a requirement. And if they do, that'll give us a little hint of which way they're going. So be on the lookout. Wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. Felix question, is Seer Malicos worse more on offense or defense? It can be. On offense, it's a powerhouse. Like, we use it all the time. We use Seer Malicos and like crew on a raid team where you can go Seer Malicos and Pal, right? Which is probably what I'll use today. And just on offense, it's a powerhouse. On defense, if you have the right counter, you can handle it. However, on defense, if you don't have the right counter or it goes tits up, it can be really bad. It's not a team you screw around with. I prefer that team because there are a couple counters for her. I actually prefer having it for offense because it can take out a raid. And if you're using like, for me, I'm looking at the board. I'm like, okay, Bo, Lord Vader, Seer Malicos, Rey. Now, it doesn't mean I'm going to beat it because Bo's pretty guaranteed right now because of her Datacron. But the Seer Malicos fight should win. But you never know with the GLs. I mean, they can get some crazy RNG with these Datacron set, and you're just like, I just think it's too powerful right now for defense. Now, if you have it on defense, it does give your opponent heartburn because it's a team that you have to take seriously. You can't fuck around with that team. It will nail you. And if you give that thing turn meter, it can get really ugly for you. It's not a team you want to screw around with on defense. I just prefer on offense because it can. Oh, yeah, the JMK tier fights and stuff are easier compared to Rey and 2-1-3-1, rock, paper, scissors, and the ultimate tiers were crazy. Felix says, P.S. Your modding video for tier 2 layer worked fantastic for me and my guild. I'm glad it did. Glad it helped you guys out. Rowdy849 coming in hot and heavy says, Darth Sidious level 9 is beating Seer Malicos on defense right now. Sidious is beating a lot of things. We're getting a lot of mixed messages on Sir Malicos. It depends on the way you have the Datacron set up, but like we know it's taken out the resistance team. I've used it to take out DTMG. I'm thinking I'm going to use that again today. Just give it the old college try. And then yeah, it's doing a lot of good work. So, but you have to have the right stats on that cron. If you do not have health still on health on that cron, you're going to be limited. Yes, he is powerful. Yes, he will do crazy stuff. But if you cannot regenerate your health and get from his attacks and stuff, like if you go against DTMG, you're going to get blitzed because you're going to get stunned, you're going to get debuffed, all that stuff, and you're basically a host. It's not good. Not good. Yeah. So be cognizant of what you're using. So if you have the right stats on it, the Sidious Cron is very, very good right now. Because I'm looking at my board, I'm like, going to be using stuff that is not GL related on 3 fights for GLs. Now Jabba I don't screw around with. Leia I'm not screwing around with. Jabba I'm going there with JMK. It's like, okay, get Chrysanthemum out of there, beat the shit out of Bosch, and then call it a day. And then on Leia, it's like, let me introduce you to Bane because you. Because I went in against with just to see what would happen with the new cron that the people are putting on Leia, or the crons on Leia, and we went in there with Jabba, and it just not cool. It is not. Vader's ship, also when they first released GMY. Yeah, the first round of GMY was really rough too because we didn't have anything. We didn't have protection. We didn't have any of that stuff. And we were very limited on our Jedi. So yeah, that event. And I was so frustrated with that event. I remember that event because I just beat it on like, I don't know, my 14th million time doing it. And then like an hour later, they put out an announcement that they were going to make it easier. I was like, really? God damn it. If I'd known that, I would have goddamn waited instead of just kept going in there beating my head against the wall. But you guys know me, I beat my head against the wall. All right, get your questions in on YouTube and Twitch. If you're on Twitch, you haven't subbed. If you got a Prime sub, you can sub over here on RSU for free. If you're on YouTube, hit the thumbs up. If you haven't become a member and you don't like the ads, well, then become a member. That's the best way to get rid of them. But hit the thumbs up, subscribe, leave comments. All that stuff is appreciated. This is why we're dual streaming. We're dual streaming here on Twitch. And all right. Any questions? Let's see. Twitch, no. No. All right, we're chilling right now. We're going for a little bit while longer here. I know it's a slower day, and I'm going to end the stream a little bit early today because I got to figure out why my gameplay's not doing. Yeah, it took me 6 hours to do the Thrawn unlocked back in the day in Nathaniel Morgan. That was straight horrid. Oh. Yeah, there's been some releases and events where it's just like you just shake your head and go, oh my. But nothing tops Gap. 18 hours of pain. Tom Blowson, now that everyone will Relic 7 Trench, reckon no chance you'll get a capital ship. His cron sounds tasty. His cron's okay. It's not, it's the same cron he had before, but there's a lot of counters. Do I think Trench will be the next GL capital ship? I think they're going to go separatist. You never know. We don't have enough information, but just trends. If they're doing all this stuff for, Naboo with the Gungan faction and all that stuff, I think we're going to get in. Because they just expanded Galactic Republic. It would shock me if they didn't go separatist with the new expansion for. Well, it is what it is, Pilkus. It's what they do. It's what they do to get you to participate in Conquest, to want to do Conquest, right? To be engaged. No matter what you think of Conquest. When I look at Conquest as, is it fun? No. Is there certain parts of it that can be interesting? Yeah, some of the boss fights and stuff I kind of, can get into and trying to figure out the puzzle of like, what am I using here and how to beat it and things of that nature. But Conquest is just resource grind in my eyes. I mean, the same fight over and over again. Like doing that B1 battle fight was just pain because you have to sit there for 10 minutes, leave it on auto, and you have to do that fight 6 or 7 times. That's an hour and 10 minutes of straight fight. So you just sit there, you go in there with SLKR, whatever team you're using, put on auto, get as many kills as you can. And the other frustrating thing about that is that you may get 175, but the commanders don't count. It's like, well, that's stupid. So I only got 125 out of those because the commanders didn't count or whatever, or 150 because the commanders didn't count. It's like, God damn it. Oh, Desi Jingle Snarf Snarf. Oh, there she is. Oh, she's in. Hello, Desi. Good morning. Desi Jingle Snarf Snarf. Snarf Snarf. All right, get your questions in. Whatever questions are on your mind, thoughts, comments, bitches, grats. Try to figure out here in a few minutes what is going on. We'll still stream. I'm just going to try to figure out what in the hell is going on with my. If you see a blank screen in a few minutes, that's just going to be me working live on air to get this done. You can still ask your question stuff, but I got to figure out what in the hell is going on with this board. Why can't I get the game? That's right, to Pro Swamp, because the commanders did not count. So if you had 175, he only got 150 because the commander. Right. That's right, Desi Jingle Snarf Snarf. They didn't count. All right, get your questions in. Figure out what in the hell is going on. This goddamn NDI port. Why isn't my game? Oh, now the game's there. What the hell? Now the game's working. Well, shit.
I believe in miracles.
It just showed up. I'm like, why did that just suddenly show up? I'm complaining about. Okay, there it is. I believe in manga. You're sensitive. I guess we can do some GAC on stream. Has no questions really coming in, Karth. Yeah, I guess we can talk about some. Well, we've been getting nothing but GAC questions, so I guess we can do a little bit of that. Let me do this.
All right, well, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna go take a potty break.
We'll go take a potty break because I'm gonna do a couple battles that you already know. So I can share the screen here. Let me do this. Share. Garth can see it live, and you guys can participate too. It's fine. So you can see that we have teams here. We have Kelleran. So just think about teams. Yeah. I needed to be here in order to intimidate the game into working. That's right. Guys, says you're welcome, Rich. What else? Another question. So could Revan be the next GL? That's what I'm thinking. Or with all the GR stuff still. I don't think I think it's going to be true Revan. That's where I'm putting my money down on. So if you had to ask me when to do my $1 betting limit here, then you'll see it. All right, let's do some of these JC counters and stuff. I am open to suggestions. What else in 3 keep me honest? Is it me or is it Ranger Frozen? No, I'm. Let me. Oh, I gotta go to the. Here, let's do this. Let's take off Zoom. Why did it freeze? Got those. One more area. There we go. Now I'm not freezing. There we go. I'm not gonna get, if it's not, then it's not. So there you go. Hey, Wolfman, what's going on? All right, we're live. We're doing it. We're getting creamy. Is the game? That's right. All right. What else is there? Keep me honest. Everybody keep me honest. We'll talk about the different counters. I think we go Seer Malicos versus the Ray team. We've got DTMG, so we could do something with that. We'll do Bo versus Lord Vader. You guys want to see Bo versus Lord Schmader? I'm down with that. We could do cities versus DMTG if you guys want to see that. I don't really care. So it's threes. We're going to have some fun. So which one do you guys want to see first? You want to see some bow action? You want to see some Sidious action? You want to see some ramp? I'll leave it up to you guys in the. Let me know in the chat which one you want to see. Some. Wolfman says I lost GAC and went to Kyber 3. Well, that happens. Things happen. I need cool. Navju says Malako first array for me. I need to learn that one. Sure. Okay. We'll do that. We'll do that one, Navju. I just want to see which one everyone wants to see first. Let's do Sidious here because there's been a lot of speculation on Sidious. You guys have asked a lot of questions about Sidious. I will go Sidious versus here. If it doesn't work, you can do that. And then I'll do the Sir Malakos. Cal, or you guys can, we can go Cal or we can go Crew. I don't really preference. I kind of prefer. You want some bow action? We can do some bow. You want to get some bow action first, Sir Jedi Rules? Okay, we can do that. Want to see some bow action? All right, we'll do some bow. A bow for my good friend Jedi Roll. He wants to see, he's part of the 2%. He wants to see some good bow action. All right. Yeah, this one I don't think has OG. We'll look at the team. Well, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I mean, we're gonna go for it. All right, let's put our delicious bow crown on, and let's get nasty, shall we, people? Are we ready to get nasty with little bow versus Lord Schmeaner? All right, let's do this. All right, there's well, let's just get rid of you. You're Dumbledore, and now you're Dumbledore. Okay, now it's just. Oh no, he dodged our fire. Look at Bo. Look at Bo doing the Lord's work here. Red on. Fill you up because he's just stuff. Yeah. Keep doing big. Okay, and Sunderbud. Oh yeah. And then that's the death of Lord Schmader for Schwixty Schwix. Oh, you gotta love it. Good. Good. All right. And then let's try Sidious versus this. All right. Let's pull it up. Hey, man, could be the shortest offensive of all time. Last time we did it, it went well, but you never know. It does have OG Gideon, so we're going to give this the old college try. If we get smoked, we get smoked. All right, hold on to your asses. Here we go. Start the AoE train here. Not health stealing. This doesn't look good. He's not health stealing. This could be bad. Okay, well, okay, he died. All right. It's doing its work. The dots and stuff are doing its stuff. It's doing its stuff. It's doing its stuff. And they're back. Oh, he's dead. That's good. And being under stealth is going to be a bitch. All right, it worked. $59. So we're well ahead of our opponent. All right. Yeah, so if you guys want to see that. That's why. Okay. Yeah. So for Sidious, you want to go potency here. So you want potency. That's for T-Dep. All potency on him. And then on the Kron, we can just bring up that Kron for him real quick before we get back into the fights. You can see the Kron here. You can see it's got like 90% health still, a lot of health on it. You know what I'm saying? So it's got, you know, 50% health, and it's got tons of health still. So that's how you're able to win that. Yeah. So it works very, very, very good. All right. So we've taken the lead. And it's a lot of health. You want a lot of health. You're the healthy thing. Okay. So we've done that. Well, I just take everything a little bit. Every little bit we can get our hands on here. All right, you guys want to do the Malco scene? Now, which one do we want to run here? Do we want to run? Let's see, here we go. Oh, no. Do you want to go Sear? No. With Cal, or we want Crew? I kind of like Cal, but I'm open to suggestions. And what cron do you guys want to run? Probably light side one. What do you guys want to do? It is eating its midichlorian vitamins, Desi Jingle Schnarf Schnarf. I don't know if we want a doubt cron for this for Malicos. Probably want some side stuff here, but I'll leave it up here. You guys can put in the chat what you guys want me to run here. Because we are going to run Seer Malicos Cal against Ray. So if you want to do this, health grant protection up 2 turns on the light side ones, that's totally whatever makes you guys happy. If it makes you happy. So whatever you guys think, chat. You guys have been asking about this all day in here, so yeah. Is this the team you guys want to see? If not, speak now, forever hold your peace. Usually I use JMK against this, but if you guys wanted to see this team versus it, because we'll JMK the Jabba team up north. If this is the team you want, so let it be known. If not, or do you want Crew here? Do you want Cal or do you want Crew? I don't think the chat cares. Nobody's saying a word. Oh God. All right, I'm gonna run this because we did get some questions on this today, so send it. All right, you're gonna do that. Okay. Start throwing rocks. That. Oh, so creamy. Uh, uh, Howie. Then uh-oh. Oh, she got that off at the last second. Oh, that's rough. That's an easy cleanup though. That's horrible. Oh no. Oh no, honey. That sucks. Oh my god. We had it. Oh, she went back to back. That sucks. Oh well. Oh. Poopy in the pants. Excuses, I'm actually working from home on Saturday on Easter. Oh yeah. Yeah, that just was a little bit. Hey, what do we want to use to clean this up? You guys can let me know. Sure, we can use lots of stuff. Oh, I know. We have to just keep smacking her in the ass. What do you guys think? I don't know. We have a Jedi note. No, I don't think we have it. That's our JML Cron. Texture. And we could go. I don't see Malga's team. What do you guys think? What are you going to use here? Clean that up. Got to kill her twice, but yeah. We got lots of teams, so I'm not too worried about it. You guys wanted to see it. We just got unlucky there with that. Had her ass dead to rights. All I need was Malcolm to take a turn. He would have wiped the floor with her, but it didn't happen. But we got Ben and JTR out of there, so in the yellow. Do we think some kind of Imperial troopers here? Do I have her Imperial troopers? Got the team. I don't know if this will do it. I'll throw it out there. What are my best cleanup options here? What else 73? Usually pipe in on this one. Theirs is 42%. Okay. All right, if we don't want to use Veers, then what do we want to use here? Clean that up. That's some options. I hate the way it says I have 5 GLs. Well, usually I use the GMK one against that Mary J. We had it. Malco's that was just bad luck. Gas. All right, we can use gas here. Rex and 5s, I'm assuming here. What else? 23? Your JMK loss? Oh, I've been having no problems. I've never had problems with Ray and 3s with JMK. Because it's like you let JTR take a turn, then you kill her, and then you just beat the shit out of those two with JMK. There's no Ben here, so yeah, that should be fine. We can run gas. Yeah. Go hard with it. Clean up on aisle 5, Ray. Then there's you're gonna kill 5s first. That's fucked up. I don't think gas is gonna do it here. It's just gaining too much. She's got that health still. You gotta find a way to prevent that. Ray is so annoying. That's not gonna do it. We're gonna need something that can prevent that. There's no way. I may just have to go hard here. May just have to SLK this or something because there's just no way. She's just too that health still just putting her back too quickly. There's just no way. Yeah, we'll have to use a GL here. Didn't want to use one, but we're gonna have to use one here. There's nothing for it. I hate using it, but yeah, that health still is pretty gross. Let's see. We want to go you and probably crew here. You want to use J and Mel there? Yes, we could. Not Luke and Hermit Yoda. All right, we'll put it on. We got to use one here. Sucks, but yeah. Gas would, in normal circumstances, would actually pretty decent there, but this health still, you just saw like Gas is hitting her. He's hitting her hard, but then she's doing that. Okay, we'll go JML. We'll use JML. We'll use SLKR and something else. Gotta do it all over again. Yeah. Straight S. There we go. Cleaned it. All right, Karth, go and do your wifey things. All right. Well, what do we want to use? We're gonna have to use a GL against Keller, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Probably C. Ugh. We'll save Bane in case there's a lay in the back wall. We'll do a little bit more JC here. I'm not going to do the full thing. Okay, he's making his attack. He saw that I'm doing his attack, and now he's going. Drop in the north and some teams, but yeah. Ranger's JC and JC is Ranger. That's the way it goes. Uh-huh. All right. Probably SLKR, the Keller and Beck, and then what do we want to use against? Don't want to take this one for granted. We could see the Kellerin and SLKR this. It still leaves us Bane, JMK, and Java for anything. Hey, Lady Ada, what's going on? What do you guys think? What are the? I don't have the. Yeah, it's not updated. For Saul, what we could use. I know we have Inquisitors too. We could always go Inquisitors, but I don't know if we want to use Inquisitors there or save them for something else. Inquisitors will eat that alive, then we don't have to use a GL there. That might be the play. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty efficient. See that, and then see this, because that C will just kill that. And then, yeah, they opens up the back wall, we can see what we have left. Okay, I'm okay with that. Well, you're glad to hear hanging out with us. Desi nodded off. Yeah, we're going to use here. Right. Come on. And since we have all this on there, we can't hit a dang thing. Ooh. Nasty team. Let's see this. Probably just see. Do we want Watt on this? We'll go Sith. We'll go. They're gonna hit hard. Probably want Watt here. That's for our Bane. I'm probably not going to use Bane somewhere else. And we'll put this on you. And let's link these two. The General Skywalker? I thought that was, oh God, I thought that was, wow, he put gas on this team. All right. I'm glad we actually did do this. No, Watt just bit in the butt. Watt always bites it in the butt. All right, that ray drop hurt us, but what can you do? All right, what do we got in the back? There's Leia. I knew he was going to do some bullshit. All right, so we got Leia. We got this team, the Fincron. But okay. Um. All right. I know we're gonna got through that. He miss anything? He one shot the board. He did. Okay. We're gonna use GMK versus Jabba, so let's clear that. We could go Mace here. I don't, yeah, we used GK already, didn't we? Yeah, we did. That's fine. Using Mace here is not going to be a problem. And we'll just put this one on because that's what it's there for. Have a GR Cron for this. Then we'll go Bane Leia. So good. Then we'll figure out the rest of this stuff. Although we're going to go a little bit while longer. I'm not, again, if we win this, we win this. If we don't, we don't. All right. Go fast alt 2. So we go right for Leia. Bullshit on there. Back, but we're still going to go for Leia. Okay, and now we just got Jabba. There you go. Nice and easy, 57. All right. It looks like he took out Leia. Okay. Yeah, that raid's going to come back and bite us in the ass, I think. All right, let's bang this because we know we got to get this off the board. So let's just go ahead and bang this. Bane with Sith Assassin. Now, it's not the Bane Kron. So I don't know how this is going to go. Let's see how this plays. Yeah, I didn't know how this is going to play without the Kron, but he's holding his own. He's taking damage, but he's doing his job. Yeah. Archie's out. Did it. Hey, Darth Elder. Birdie, birdie, hurdy, birdie, hurdy, hurdy, birdie, hurdy. All right. Piecing it together. All right, we got the North. All right. Yeah, I didn't have the full Bankron. I didn't get it until after we got GAC going in. Not too shabby, even without the Bankron. So we took out that. We took out that. All right. Dr. Afra, really? All right. Let's start piecing this together. Trench with the Dooku Kron. So teams that we have left, we do have Jabba and SLKR left. So we're probably going to go for. I think we're gonna have to use Jabba against that Finn team down there. Looking on the board on the north here, those teams. I think the scare teams are in the south. If I'm being realistic, because that Finn Kron is no joke. Like, this other stuff doesn't really scare me that much, but this does. That thing with Zori is nasty. Yeah. That's a nasty Kron. That is super duper nasty. So I think we have to, I think we got a job of that one. Unless there's any objections, because I don't even feel comfortable using SLK against that. I'm thinking here. We already used Sidious Darth Malik. We took out another DTMG with it. That's all right, Darth Malik. I don't think we have Night Sisters. Hold on. I think they're on defense. Let me look. Yeah, they're on defense, brother. So we can't use that. So I think we let's not screw around with this. Let's go hard here, because yeah, let's not screw around with this. I do not feel like dicking around with this at all. Sorry, I just don't. This team will be crazy nasty. Oh no, Darth Malik, that's not good. We won pretty easily our first round, so not too schwabbity. You can't die or some shit. All right, there we go. That's why it was just like, we are not screwing around with that shit. Holy God, that Kron will be the death of us. So yeah, I'm glad we went hard for that, because collecting my energy. Let me see if I can do my data Kron real quick. We're taking up we're going for the holder one, so let me do that real quick before we go back into GAC. So we'll go a little bit while longer here. I'm just doing some battles and stuff for you guys. Okay. Here. But yeah, Mary J, you can see I've got the Holocron now. We've got the Bane Kron, so we'll have that for the next round of 3v3. And I'm working on this one for resistance. We need more cash. All right, well, I guess I need more cash. So I have to wait until I get more cash to go do that. So, all right, back into the fights. No, no, it's not fun, Darth Malik, and that's why you just don't screw around with that team. All right, so we got it. We should probably clear the north, get the ships. We took out that team. All right. What do we want to use against Dr. Afro? Teams that we have left. We have bounty hunters, we have Imperial Troopers, we have Radis, we have Treya, we have our own Phoenix. Treya. We do have SLKR, Jedi Rev, and Cal if we want to do that. You can run Basilic Cal with the tank if we want to do that. We do have our own Dr. Afra, but I don't know. Who could we use Dr. Afra against? Who could we use Dr. Afra against? Give me a team. We got Trench and those guys up north, and then we've got that team. Actually, that Dr. Afra might handle that team with Hondo. Should be fine if I'm not mistaken. We used that last time. I think that would be a good Dr. Afra team right there. Then we go harder with our teams in the north. I think that should be fine. I think we used that last time. It's the exact same team. We because it kill them, get Hondo out of there. Yeah, I think Dr. Afro will be good here. I'm going to use her anywhere else. I didn't see anything in the north that I was like, yeah, I'm going to use Dr. Afro then against that. So we'll do this, and then we'll go back up. And the boys. Okay, that's good to know. What else? 73. Okay. Dodgers are annoying. He's going fast. Taking on these teams. He still hasn't gone for our Jedi yet, so it'll be interesting to see what he does. Yeah, he's that Ray fight just. All right, let's clear the north because. All right, Dr. Afro, we could probably use Dash Han Chewie if we wanted there. CLS, Trench, and in this team. We do have SLK left, so we can use him. So let me see. What are my options? Let's see. Necron just gives me pause. I think we're going to have to SLKR this one. Out of the 3 teams here, this is the one that I think with that Kron with Dooku gives me the most. Yeah, I think SLKR versus Trench is the play. Because then we can do other stuff against these other teams. But good God in heaven. That Trench team with that Dooku Kron is pretty nasty. I'm going to go officer here. Running out of dark side Krons. Oh my God. All right. That gets that off the board. All right. Let's see a lot of good options versus this team. No Jedi Cal can handle it. Could Jedi Cal that? We'll have to dash on Chewie, the Dr. Aphra team. Jedi Cal this. Then seal this. I guess we could Trey Savage that. Dash on and Chewie's pretty good against that too. All right, we'll do one more fight here. I've got some stuff to get done here. Yeah. I don't really see what we use here against that. Rex is the problem here. Curious. I think Trey Savage can handle that. Yeah, I think we have to Trey Savage this one. No, Starkiller's on defense. We pulled Savage and Malakos for that, but I needed another strong team on defense to force him to have to use some stuff. So no, I've got Tuscans, but they're not good enough for that team. They're Whittle 73. I've just not put the investment in Tuscans here. So I think Trey is going to be our best bet here. I'm not seeing anything else that we have that could do it. I know it's on like a 70% win rate. It's not great. Yeah, looking at everything we have, I just don't see anything else that we could use against this other than that's going to give us our best hope. Unfortunately, I just don't see anything else doing it. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but that's just the way it be. Yeah, I'm always on defense. I don't think we're going to have that many options. Fortunately, this is going to be rough. That's fine. We'll do this fight. If we lose, then he's going to win. So, yeah. I don't even have a Dark Side Cron to use. So, there's that. No, we don't have it, Darth Malik. Trust me, if I had it, I would use it, but we don't have it. So, we're going to have to just go with what we have. I'm going to get hosed here. But they do a lot of debuffs, and that will help us out a little bit here. Isolate. And then go for cooldown. Increased. That helps. That helps. Winner, chicken dinner. 50 Swevin. Yes. Yes. Good. He's making his move. He dropped any battles? Jesus Christ. He's not dropped any battles. Fuck me, dude. Oh, what are you gonna do? Good to see fighters, man. He cleared that fast, didn't he? It was awesome to fight. CLS. We'll clear the north, but then yeah, if he at this point, if he clears, then you know, barring a miracle here, our Ray, using just having that bad luck against Ray is going to be the match here. So go another minute here, but I got some stuff to do. So all right, actually, I've got a delivery that's coming in, so we're going to end it here actually because I've got some stuff to do. Oh, he did drop a battle. He dropped a battle against Iden. Oh, really? Really? Iden got him, huh? Yeah, let's send this. Put the pressure on him. I think it's going to be like yeah, Dash Honshu, we will eat that alive. And then for CLS, what do I want to use against CLS, though? That's a problem. It might have to be Cal. I don't have Dr. Afra. Iden's still pretty good against that, but I don't think we have our Iden's on defense, so yeah. But that got us a hold, so yeah. Gideon Padme Shakti is still pretty good. But I don't know if we have Gideon. Pretty sure we don't. Right, bad batch. Wouldn't hurt. Now let's dash Han Shui this. Well, let me do a couple more fights here. Let's see if I can ring the pain on him. So dash Han Shui here. Go hard with the Kron. I don't know what I would do against that team. Yet. Bad Batch might be our best bet versus, let's see, last team, because I don't have Iden. I'd always Jedi Revenant, yeah. Jedi Rev and Jedi Cow. Yeah, we may do that instead. I need damage. 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 Your best thing. I'm gonna use this Bocron here. All right, let's see if we can do this work. Okay, that took care of that. Then CLS, we said. Actually, we got Phoenix. Phoenix seems to kick that ass on this. Really? I've never tried that before. Kanan? All right. Phoenix did quite well here. No, they're not all relic. That's why I didn't even have it on the board. They're Whittle 73, so no. He's attacking ships. He's going after ships. And he's got this. Let's see. Okay. Oh, he went light on ships. Okay. Error Rex Sabine. Oh, I was looking at the one I had that it said it was 98% win rate for 56.4 banners, but yeah. I can see how Sabine would be the play there. So we got ships to clear. He's still fighting. He went hard. He should have no problems clearing ships unless he got horrible RNG because he went light on ships. All right. And then he's got this to deal with as well. He's already dropped Iden, and that thing's giving us really good. Okay. Let's clear this south because ships will be ships. CTW. We got 2 teams left here. We have a dash team, which will probably have to get Jedi Rev, and then I'll have to figure out what we want to do against that. We have a dash team here. That's probably Jedi Rev and Jedi Cal. And then the Sana team, I think we're faster than them. I don't know. Maybe Imperial Troopers. What do you guys think on that one? Yeah, I didn't. Being turn meter loaded is going to be rough. Let's figure out this. Ships are ships. I can go clean that up at any time. I think Jedi Rev and Jedi Knight Cal against this team here, right? What can I use against Sana? I don't know with. I think Bad Batch is pretty good against that. This Wampa is pretty good. I don't have a cron for Wampa though, so I don't know if Wampa would be the play here. Probably Bad Batch. We don't want Jedi Cal in that Whittle 73. We want Jedi Revan, GNY, and Jolie. We do have Jedi Cal left. Yeah, we'll go Bad Batch here. I don't know what this cron is going to have, what effect. Yeah. Now we have this and we have this. Jedi Revan, Cal, and Jolie. Okay, got it. Let's see. All right, here's hoping to praying. Of course she got that off. Okay, 57. See what he's up to. He cleared fleet, so yeah. He got Iden out of there, so that's his 2-drop. That might be the difference, though. Still got these 3 teams left. I don't know, and I don't have the Fincron yet on that team, so that's going to be not as difficult for him. All right. And this one we got to burn down Vandor. We don't have a choice, so this is going to be fun. All right. Go get him, team. Kron is annoying. That's beautiful. Let's get Nest out of here. Here you. And we missed. Let's just get Nest out of there. Perfect. And then burn it down. All right. Well, this is going to come down to the wire. That raid team, man, they can bite us in the ass, man. All right, all right, all right. Okay. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. I'll let you guys know. I do have a delivery coming in, big delivery, so I got to get going here. So with that, we are going to... So yeah, I got to get going here. So with that, I'll finish this off my own. Fleets is fleet. We'll Leviathan that. We'll Executor this. We'll Profundity that. So I think we're sitting pretty. I'll see how he finishes up here. But yeah, there we go. So that's Jedi Academy today. Did some of the counters for you today. Sorry that the Malicos one didn't quite go the way it is, but we one-shot everything else. So glad to have you guys here. Hope you had fun. So I will talk to you guys later.